I'm recording. Hello guys, I'm back. I'm Shane and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I last uploaded a video since I've been so busy with work. But yes, now I am filming because today is October 2 and it's past 10 p.m. So technically I have less than 2 hours to film, perhaps edit and upload this video because today I am celebrating my 23rd birthday. So I was thinking last night real hard about my life and where I am, where do I want to go next, what have I learned. Yun yung mga iniisip-isip ko yesterday. And finally, last night, I wrote down on my journal an activity that ang tagal ko na hindi ginawa. Hindi naman tagal. Siguro mga 1 month or more, hindi ako nakapagsulat. And it's been liberating na nakapagsulat ako ulit. So, that's what I'm gonna share in this video. Ngayon ko lang to napag-isipan na what if I'll upload a video about my birthday. More specifically about my realizations about turning 23. Yan, dito ko sinusulat yung aking mga thoughts for this year. I've been using this notebook. So, yun, I look back. Yun yung unang ginawa ko. Nag-look back ako on the things that happened last year, perhaps last 23 years, 22 years. And then, so many things happened, good and bad. Sabi nila, 23 is still young, but contemplating last night, I feel like I'm old. Bakit ganon? Bakit ba ganon tayo? Parang gumugulong yung buhay ko ng mabilis. Pero, walang nangyayari. Ganon. So, in short, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm lost. And I feel like I've been left behind. I don't know if that's normal, if you feel that too, but I feel that right now. Last night especially. Being a Libra and being an only child, I think like it comes naturally for me to plan out things. I'm obsessed with planning things and then ticking off the boxes on my to-do list. It gives me a sense of accomplishment and responsibility, parang ganun. For a girl who likes to plan things out, I am lost. Iniisip ko, ginawa ko naman lahat tama. I studied hard, I graduated college, I reviewed for my board exam, and then I worked immediately after college, and then now I'm earning, I am supporting my family. So, I think I'm in the right track. Ginawa ko naman lahat ng tama, but why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like I'm lost? Why do I feel like I'm stuck? Yun yung thought ko yesterday, last night. So, I wrote here, I feel like I'm stuck in my life and I cannot tick off the next box on my list because I don't even know what to write there anymore. Yun yung exact words ko. Don't get me wrong, kasi I have so many things that I want to do. But when it comes to the question na, what do I want, what do I do next? Yun yung hindi ko na masagot-sagot. Alam kong marami akong gustong gawin, pero hindi ko alam kung ano yung susunod kong gagawin. Yun yung problem. I don't know if I'm making sense, but let me continue. So the question is, how do I know if this is the next step? Or how do I identify my next step? For me, to not feel like I'm lost. Yun. So, ang ginawa ko, nagbasa-basa ako ng libro. And then, the first book that came into my mind is the book by Bianca Gonzalez. Yung Paano Ba To? Wait lang. Let me get it. Alright, it's here. This one. Okay. This book changed me last night. This was gifted by Abby. Thank you very much, Abby. If you're watching, Abby is my college friend. And yun. Binigay niya to sa akin when we were in college. And the thing that surprised me, maybe not surprised, maybe amazed me last night, is that when I was reading this back in college ako, nag-aaral ako, and then I am fully supported by my parents. Iba yung aking perspective. I was very idealistic about life. I was thinking na, oh, I should make a list and then follow the list, tick off the boxes on that list, and then my life will be perfect. Ang stupid lang ng idea, but yeah. Yun yung idea ko before. And then I read this book and then nagka-idea ako na, baka mali pala yun. Life doesn't go according to my plans. Sabi ni Bianca, ganun daw yung life. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. So I should expect that. Ilang years ba nakalipas? I think 4 or 5 years nang lumipas before ko binasa to ulit last night. In that 4 or 5 years, I learned so many things. So, when I read this last night, dun ko talaga nasabi na, oh my God, Bianca, tama ka. Shout out kay Bianca dyan. So, I was skipping through the pages, and then, tinignan ko yung last part, yung last chapter. The last chapter is all about self. Chapter 8, self. I was very inspired by a particular paragraph or part in this book. Hanapin ko lang. It's on page 134. Handle quarter life crisis. So, kung may midlife crisis, 50 years old, meron ding quarter life crisis, yung nearing 25 years old. Sabi dito, normal lang, common na maka-feel ka ng quarter life crisis. Yung tipong di mo alam kung anong gagawin mo next. Yung tipong stuck ka. Yung tipong feeling mo na pag-iwanan ka ng panahon. So, it's normal and it's common. And the good thing here is that there are some tips from experts, from life coach. So, here I read a particular part, the point of view of an expert. The name is Kimi Lu. Kimi Lu is a life coach. And then, he has a website, kimilulifecoach.com. So, ang sabi niya dito, when you are in a crisis, you can do 3 things. 1 is to embrace the process. We are all going through the same confused phase, figuring this thing out and trying our best. So why not just embrace it? Last night I was thinking, so hard. I don't want to be in this position. Why am I here? I don't even want to admit that I'm having the crisis. But when I read this, I should embrace. Let's try to embrace this crisis. And let's see what we can do to help ourselves. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to make a list. Sabi niya dito, when you're in a crisis, any kind of crisis, it is always good to take a breath, then make a plan. So, of course, being a Libra and being so obsessed with organizing and listing down things, I made a list last night. And I'm gonna celebrate it with you. Bakit celebrate? Ang sabi ko, next kasi is celebrate life. So, number 3 is celebrate life. Let me share the list that I made last night. Sabi dito, what would I like to achieve or feel? Yun yung sabi ni Kimi. Maglista ka lang. And then, I said to myself, oh, okay, I'm gonna list down things that are feasible for the next year. Yung kaya kong gawin in the next year. Number 1 here is to save money for myself and be financially stable. I am earning. I have a job and I'm earning. But to be honest, I do not have that big of a savings. And I know it's normal. Kasi hello, kakatapos ko lang mag-school, kakastart ko lang mag-work. And then siguro, I am to blame. Kasi ang ate nyo girl ay gastador. So, yun yung gusto kong baguhin. Next is to travel alone. I wanna be able to travel alone. Kahit na, yung mga malapit lang. Like, siguro Sama lang, or Mati lang, na ako lang mag-isa. Or Siargao maybe, or yun sa pa places na yun. Travel alone. I wanna be able to be independent enough to travel alone. Of course, hindi pa ngayon kasi COVID pa, but soon. And then, number 3 is to go overseas. Ayan, I'm not sure if I could do this in the next year, but I want to be able to travel overseas. I want to immerse myself in other culture, meet new people. And the ultimate dream right now is to study abroad. So I think I'm gonna start doing something about it. Next, adopt a cat. I want to be a fur parent. I want to have my own cat. So I'm scrolling through Facebook pages na adopt a cat or adopt a dog page. So far, no luck yet kasi nauunahan tayo, but hopefully I can find a cat to adopt, and I'm gonna do my best to take care of that baby. Next is to be more confident. Napansin ko kasi in the past year, parang I'm not comfortable receiving compliments. Yun yung isa sa mga problema ko eh. Hindi ako marunong mag-receive ng compliments from other people. And I feel like I feel like hindi totoo. Not that I'm saying na they are not being truthful, but I feel like hindi ako ganyan. Bakit nga sinasabi? Yung ganun, I'm not confident enough to accept compliments. So, I want to be able to change that, to be more confident. Next is to be happy for other people's successes. Ayan, na-mention ko kanina, yung feeling na napag-iwanan ka. Common yun sa atin eh, na we see our friends achieving things that they really worked hard for, which is good. I clap my hands for them, but sometimes lang di ko maiwasan isipin na huy, sila andun na, ikaw yung ganun. I'm happy for them, but seeing them achieving some things, being happy for them, sometimes I also question myself, so yun yung kailangan kong baguhin na sa sarili ko, na if I see other people achieving their successes, then I clap my hands for them, be happy for them, and instead of having that self-pity moment, just keep on pushing myself. Oh, nandito na siya, ikaw, kaya mo rin yan. Ganun na lang, instead of saying na, oh, kawawa ka naman, wala ka pang na-achieve, anong gagawin mo, and worrying. So, just push myself hard so that I can be where I want to be and be where I'm supposed to be. And lastly, to know what I want and work on achieving it. Yun yung isa sa point na nahihirapan akong i-process last night. Why do I feel lost? Why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel like napag-iwanan na ako? And then it all boils down, it all comes back to this question, what do I want? Yun yung hindi ko masagot-sagot. Siguro kasi marami akong gustong gawin. And although may list ako ng mga gusto kong gawin, hindi ko alam kung ano yung uunahin ko doon. Kasi I'm clouded by fear. Yung takot na, baka hindi ko yan magawa. Baka I will fail. Baka hindi yan worth it. Yung mga ganun na mga negative thoughts. So, from now on, I'm gonna be clear with what I want. Of course, it's not like that process. It's a long process. So, I'll be working on it, defining what I want. And by the time na alam ko na kung anong gusto ko, I will really push myself, work on it, para ma-achieve ko siya. So now, to summarize everything that I have said earlier, if I made sense earlier, I would like to share with you the things that I learned in the past year. There are 7 things here on this list, so let me just read them for you. Number 1, not all of your plans will unfold according to your conditions. Life happens. You'll find yourself living from paycheck to paycheck, doing everything just to pay your bills. That you can't save a penny, much less enroll to a graduate school. You haven't traveled as frequently as you would like, but that's okay. You are trying to keep your cool, even when things doesn't go the way you want them to. And that counts for something. Then I wrote here the only Bible verse that makes sense. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. So I wrote here, God's plans are bigger than your plans. You just have to have faith. Number 2, some people will try to steal your light, but they are not the sun. You are. This was inspired by Christina Yang's farewell message to Meredith Grey in the series Grey's Anatomy. I love this message because in our lives, we encounter people who will try to steal our light, our happiness, our peace of mind, security, our faith, hope, and the small amount of positivity that we keep. Whenever you meet these people, always remember that you are the sun. No matter how much light they will try or successfully steal, you will still shine brighter. The sun always shines after the darkness of the night. This is how life works. We experience light and darkness, happiness and sadness, love and loneliness. But everything is temporary, so we cherish it. Remember, you are the sun. Number 3, this is very popular, the 90-10 principle. It says here, 10% of life is what happens to you. You don't get to have control over this, but 90% of life is decided by how you react, and you get total control of this. So, let go of the things that you cannot control and focus on the things that you can. Be calm and protect your peace of mind. I realized that if a thing causes me to lose my peace of mind, then most probably it is not worth it. Number 4, the law of attraction. Your mind is like a magnet. So you attract the things that you think, and eventually it will transpire in your life. So if you want to have success, positivity, and the good things in life, attract them. You get what you attract, and you deserve what you tolerate. Sabi ni Ellen Adarna. That makes total sense. Anyway, number 5. Always be happy for your friends. Clap for them, even if their dreams transpire before yours. Alam ko, paulit-ulit, kahit saan naririnig natin, we all have our own time. Maybe nauna lang sila sa'yo, but it doesn't mean that you don't get to have your time. The only Bible verse that I can think for this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. That verse is my favorite Bible verse for all time. It reassures us that even though hindi mo pa na-experience yung mga gusto mong ma-experience, there will be time for that. There's time for sadness. If you feel like you're sad today, don't worry, because there is also a time for happiness. Just keep on swimming. Laban lang. Number 6. Yan, dito na tayo. Invest on your relationships. Make time for the most important people in your life. Your family, your friends, your special someone. But also, do not forget to make time for yourself. Love yourself and invest on yourself. Your relationship with yourself is the most important thing next to your relationship with God. So take good care of yourself. And lastly, number 7 is about responsibilities. If you are at the stage of accepting your responsibilities, natanggap mo na may responsibility ka na ganito, I challenge you to not just accept it, but love it. Love your responsibilities. Love the reasons that you are doing all of those work. Ako, I've been drowned with the many responsibilities that I have, but the only thing that keeps me going is the people, the reasons for me doing those responsibilities. That's my family, my friends, my loved ones, my students, the school that I work for, the people that values me. So, think of them. Love your responsibilities because you love them. I do not know if people would relate to this, but I just feel like I have to say these things for me to move forward. So, I hope that in the next year, I will be able to learn more and maybe accomplish things. But the most important thing there is not accomplishing the next box on my list, but looking at the process, the journey of how am I able to tick this box? what have I gone through. Yun yung excited ako na makikita ko in the next year. So, I'm very happy that I did this. I hope I won't regret this one. Kung ano-ano na lang sinasabi ko, I know I'm a mess, but hopefully, in the next year, years, plural, when I look back to this video, I will be able to appreciate my growth. So, future Shane, wherever you are, wherever you will be, look back to this moment and I hope that you get to learn many things, you get to experience many things, you get to grow, you get to love more. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much. Bye. Till the next video.